Hey, Luis. Luis. All right, so there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
We're good. All right, sorry. All right. That's fine.
Number 22, Harrison Mayer. Number 11, Mason Dunn. Number 10, Isaac Lowe. Number 5.
No Jeff Carpenter tonight, but filling in for him is Dave Stingo at courtside tonight, ready to bring you the action as the Polar Bears meet the Grafton Bearcats. Both teams have finished their warm-ups, and the two teams have, Grafton has been introduced. Their starting lineup is as follows: Jacob Mayer, Caden Keener, Isaac Lowe, Mason Dunham, and Harrison Mayer. And of those, your big guns are Mayer. He's been averaging around 25, 26 points. Keener's averaging around 18 points a game. Dunham's averaging around 15 points a game. Niggemeyer's averaging around 10 points a game. So these guys can play for Fairmont Senior. Starting off with number 1, Darrell Claybrook. Number 2, Andre Grant. Zykeas Dobbs is number 4. Trey Cumberledge is number 5. And rounding out the starting lineup is Jules Butler at number 11. And your officials for tonight's game is Colin Patonic, Tony Thornton, and Evan Ballard. We're set to do action now as the Polar Bears, 5-0, meet the Grafton Bearcats, 3-3 on the year. But of their three losses were to Sissonville, Polka, and East Fairmont. These guys have played a pretty good schedule, and they're ready to go. Set to jump it up in the middle is Harrison Mayer for Grafton, along with Zykeas Dobbs. Keas knocks it back to Jules Butler. Butler brings it into the front court. Moving to his right, dribbling between his legs, looks things over. Pass to Grant over left side of the key to Dobbs. Dobbs dribbles in the corner. Over to Jules Butler. He fires a 3 and scores. Jules Butler starts us off with a 3, and the Polar Bears lead 3-0 in the front court. Grafton bringing the ball up court. It is Jacob Mayer with it. On the left side of the key to Harrison Mayer. Not brothers, but they are related, cousins, and Mayer loses it out of bounds. Turnover number 1 on Grafton. It goes to the Polar Bears. Quickly in the front court, Andre Grant takes it to the hole, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Grafton. Here come the Bearcats in the front court. It is Mason Dunham with it. Dunham over to Jacob Mayer in the corner. Mayer dribbles it outside, gets it over to Caden Keener. Keener in the corner to Mason Dunham. He fires a 3, no good. Rebounded by Grafton. Back into the corner, another 3 for Caden Keener, and that is no good. Tapped out to Jules Butler on his way down, lays it up and in. Jules has all 5 points, and it's 5-0 Polar Bears with 6:46 to play in the first half. Jacob Mayer bringing it in the front court, guarded closely by Andre Grant. Off of Grant's knee, out of bounds, and they say off of Mayer, so the Polar Bears get another turnover, and they take over at midcourt with 6:39 to play in the first quarter. 5-0 Fairmont Senior on top. Inbounds to Zykeus Dobbs. Dobbs brings it over the front court to Jules Butler. Butler looks things over, moving to his left. Picks up his dribble on the right side to Andre Grant. Grant bounced past top of the key to Zykeus. Dobbs drives into the lane, kicks it back outside to Cumberledge. Cumberledge in the right to Andre Grant. Grant gets it over to Jules Butler. Back to Cumberledge. Cumberledge outside to Jules. Jules dribbles inside. Gets it outside to Andre Grant on top of the key. Inside to Cumberledge. Cumberledge back outside to Zykeus. Zykeus dribbles it down into the lane, puts it up, no good. Taken down by Caden Keener for Grafton. Over the front court, here they come. The Bearcats down 5-0 to the pole, up and in. Isaac Lowe puts it up and in, and it's 5-2. Quickly on the other end, Andre Grant misses the layup, and here comes Grafton into the front court. Jacob Mayer on the left side to Keener. Keener looks things over. Back outside now to Caden. To Jacob Mayer. Mayer drives in, puts it up high off the glass and in, and it's 5-4. Stolen at half court. Jacob Mayer picked Zykeus Dobbs' pocket, but it was a foul on Mayer, and that is his first team foul, number 1 on Grafton. 5-4 your score with 5:25 to play in the first quarter. Andre Grant comes out of the game. Into the game is Kalen Barker. Zykeus Dobbs at the top of the key. Looks things over, dribbling to his left. To Barker in the middle. Outside to Trey Cumberledge. Now to Jules. Jules dribbles down the lane. Left side to Butler. Barker. Barker fires a 3 and hits. Kalen Barker with a 3, and the Polar Bears lead 8-4 with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Jacob Mayer with it for Grafton. He gets it over to Keener. Back to Mayer. Mayer fires a 3, and it's good. 5 points for Jacob Mayer, and it's 8-7 Polar Bears. 4:49 to play, first quarter. Into the front court. Barker with it. Barker dribbles outside, gets it over to Jules Butler. Butler dribbles into the paint. Right side to Cumberledge. He fires it up, no good. And here comes Jacob Mayer with it. Grafton has it into the front court. Down 8-7 with 4.5 to play, first quarter. Mayer dribbling back outside now. Inside over to Caden Keener. Keener dribbling against Zykeus Dobbs, brings it out into the front court now. Backs it out. Working with Jacob Mayer right next to him, hands it to him. Mayer between his legs, starts to go in, comes back outside, was working against Darrell Claybrook. Grafton trying to look for the shot, being guarded closely, and a 5-second call as Trey Cumberledge was all over Dylan America. And the Polar Bears take over on a 5-second call. Another turnover on Grafton. 4 minutes to go now in the first quarter, 8-7. Polar Bears on top. Zykeus into the front court, dribbling to his right. Bounce pass into the corner to Jules Butler. Butler brings it back outside to Zykeus. Zykeus left side to Barker. He fakes a 3 inside to Jules. He takes it inside and brings it back outside to set things up again. Being closely guarded, Jules Butler, and it's stolen away by Grafton. That is Isaac Lowe. Lowe brings it in and no good. Jules Butler picks up the foul. I'm sorry, it is Isaac Lowe with his first foul. That's team foul number 2 on Grafton. And the Polar Bears take over with 3:34 to play, up 8-7 in the first quarter. Dobbs brings it into the front court, working closely, left side to Barker. Barker looks things over, pivoting, looking for something to do. Dribbles down, now gets it over to Zykeas. Zykeas twisting, turning in the lane, back outside to Butler. He fires a three, no good. Picked up by Cumberledge, put up and in. Trey Cumberledge hits the easy layup, and it's 10-7 Polar Bears with 3:08 to play in the first quarter. Jacob Mayer dribbling up slowly. Jules Butler meets him at three-quarter court. Pass over to Caden Keener. Keener back outside now to Isaac Lowe. Lowe inside, and it's stolen away by Claybrook. He drives it the length of the court, lays it up and in. 2 points for Claybrook. That's his first two, and it's 12-7. Polar Bears, 2:40 to play in the front court. Grafton's Jacob Mayer looks it over, stops, pops, no good. Picked up by Cumberledge. And a foul is called. Foul is called on number 24. Cody Cook. That is his first team foul, number 3 on Grafton here in the first quarter. Cumberledge comes out of the game for the Polar Bears, and in is Andre Grant again. So you've got Dobbs, Butler, Barker, Grant, and Claybrook. Grant has it on the right side, knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Polar Bears keep the ball. 12-7 is your score with 2:18 to play in the first quarter. It'll be Polar Bear ball in the corner. Jules Butler set to inbound it. Jacob Mayer is right on him, gets it into Barker. Barker to Zykeas. Zykeas on the right side, dribbles down, inside to Butler. Butler starts in, comes back outside to Barker for a three, no good. Picked up by Andre Grant. Back outside to Claybrook, and the Polar Bears set it up again. In the corner now, Zykeas takes it in, twisting, turning in the lane, puts it up and in. Zykeas Dobbs gets his first two of the game, and it's 14-7. Polar Bears doubling up the Bearcats with 1:52 to play in the first quarter. Jacob Mayer into the front court for Grafton. Dribbles to his left, gets it over to Keener. Keener in the corner now to Mason Dunham, back outside. Mayer in the corner to Dunham. Dunham back outside to Keener. Keener dribbles down in the lane, puts it up over Jules Butler, and no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Caden Keener, and the Polar Bears have it. 14-7 is your score with 1:30 to play here in the first quarter. Polar Bears walked it up. Zykeas Dobbs brings it up across midcourt. Working to his right, gets it over to Butler on the arm. Butler back to the left side, over to Dobbs. Dobbs to Grant. Grant drives into the lane, puts it up, and he is fouled as he goes to the bucket, and the shot was no good. He will get 2 shots, and that is a foul on Mason Dunham, and that is his first. Team foul number 4 on the Bearcats. Andre Grant will be at the line for 2 shots. First one is up and in there. First point of the night for Andre Grant, 15-7 Polar Bears with 1:14 to play in the first quarter. Grant to get a second one. It's up and rolls off, no good. 1 for 2 for Grant. And Grafton pulls it down. Jacob Mayer over to Keener, over to Dunham, and Dunham is fouled.
Hey, let's go. 65. Don't guard it. Don't guard it. Takes it away. Don't guard it.
Foul for the Polar Bears. The Bearcats quickly inbound it, get it up the court. Layup off of the glass, no good. Out of bounds, and that was Harrison Mayer who missed the shot, but it went out of bounds to Grafton. 1:01 to play, and it's 15-7. That last foul was on Jules Butler for the Polar Bears. That is his first. Grafton holding onto the ball. It's Jacob Mayer outside. Works it to his left. Back outside now to Harrison Mayer. Into the corner, they lose the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Grafton, And the Polar Bears take over with 45.9 seconds to play. 15-7 your score. Here comes Fairmont Senior in the front court. Jules Butler on the left. Inside to Zykeus Dobbs. He is tied up and a jump ball is called. The possession arrow belongs to Grafton. And they take over with 36.2 seconds to play in the first quarter. 15-7 your score. Inbounds to Jacob Mayer. Polar Bears putting on a press. Here comes Keener, back over to Mayer. Mayer dribbling over the front court, 24 seconds to play. Mayer dribbles in the corner, throws it outside to nobody. Picked off by Claybrook. Claybrook drives the length of the court, up and in. 4 points for Claybrook. 17-7 your score, 12 seconds to play. Here comes Grafton. It's Keener. Keener dribbling up, 6 seconds to play. Keener trapped by Butler and Grant. 2 seconds to play. Puts up a long bomb, and it is no good. That was Mason Dunham for a 3 at the buzzer. Your score at the end of the first quarter, Fairmont Senior leads 17-7 over Grafton. We'll be back with more on Fun 93.1 WF.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Dave Stingo filling in for Jeff Carpenter tonight. 17-7 your score at the start of the second quarter. The Polar Bears hold on to the ball just at the start of the second quarter. Andre Grant in the right corner, back outside to Jules Butler. Butler dribbles to his left over to Zykeus Jobham. Back to Butler. Butler over to Cumberledge in the corner, back outside to Zykeus. Zykeus lob inside, and it is good. Andre Grant with another one, and that is 3 for Andre Grant. 19-7, the Polar Bears lead. Jacob Mayer brings it into the front court, being worked by Andre Grant. Grant working on him over to Caden Keener. Keener back outside now to Dunham. Dunham gets it over to Mayer. Mayer working in the outside. Andre Grant putting on a lot of pressure, picks up his dribble, and we have a foul on Darrell Claybrook. That is his first. Team foul number 1 here in the second quarter on the Polar Bears. And I must apologize, everybody, if I'm a little late on the Grafton names, because it's a little difficult to see the numbers. They have black uniforms and blue numbers. Very difficult sometimes on some of these numbers, but we're working the best we can. So stick with us. Ball goes out of bounds. Grafton has it. Mayer has it at midcourt, brings it up. 7:05 to play in the first half, 19-7, Fairmont Senior in the lead. Keener with it, outside now to Mayer. Mayer over on the right side, back outside, now stolen by Jules Butler. Butler, and it's stolen back by Jacob Mayer. Mayer drives down into the lane, picks up his dribble, turns around, puts it up, and no good, but he is fouled on the play, and I believe that is on Andre Grant. That is his first, team foul number 2. Oh, that was on Jules. I thought it was. So Jules Butler picks up his second foul. That was not on Andre Grant. Jacob Mayer hit the first one. The second one is up and in. 7 points for Jacob Mayer, and it's 19-9. Quickly in the front court, up and in. Great pass to Darrell Claybrook. He's got 6, and the Polar Bears lead 21-9. Grafton in the front court. Keener has it on the right side. Back outside to Harrison Mayer. Mayer over to Jacob Mayer. Cousins. Mayer on the left side. Back outside to Keener. Keener twisting and turning, looking for something to do. Dribbles to his right. 6:18 to play, first half. Bounce pass in the corner, out of bounds, and it belongs to Grafton. Into the Grafton lineup is number 23. That is Dylan America. 6:14 to play, 21-9, the Polar Bears lead. Inbounds comes to Jacob Mayer on the right elbow. Mayer backs it out almost to midcourt. Working against Andre Grant, over to Keener. Keener looks over the situation, dribbling to his left. Gets it over to America. America holds it up, working against Zykeas, outside to Harrison Mayer. Mayer to Jacob Mayer. Mayer fires a 3, no good. Rebound inside by Grafton's Harrison Mayer. Back out to Jacob Mayer. Mayer dribbling into the key, puts it up, and it goes, and he is fouled. Jacob Mayer, great move inside. Foul, that foul is on Andre Grant. That is his first. Jacob Mayer gets his 9th point, and he'll get an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3. It's up and in. He's 3 for 3 from the line, and it is 21-12. In the front court come the Polar Bears. It is Zykeas. He puts it up and in. Zykeas Dobbs gets the bucket. And he is fouled, and that is Dylan America picking up the foul. The free throw is up and good for Zykeas. And it is 24-12. Grafton in the front court. Keener with it at the top of the key, and we have a whistle away from the play, and it is going to be a foul on number 12, and that will be Christopher Wilson. That is his first. Team foul number 4 on the Polar Bears here in the second quarter. And remember, the new rules, you get 5 team fouls in a quarter, and then you shoot 2. There's no more 1-and-1 in high school basketball. Inbounds comes to Jacob Mayer. Mayer on the left side against Andre Grant, working to the center court. Looking the situation over, down his left to America. America shuffles his feet, back outside now to Isaac Lowe. Lowe down inside. Goes it to Dylan America. America on the right side. Outside now to Jacob Mayer. Mayer dribbles down into the corner, looking for something to do. 4:54 to play here, first half, 24-12. The Polar Bears doubling up Grafton. Mayer with it on the left side, working against Zykeas Dobbs, and timeout called by Grafton. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick timeout on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
We're back to action here. 4:42 to play on a running clock here in the first half. Polar Bears lead 24-12 rather. Jacob Mayer has the ball left side over to Mason Dunham. Dunham Gets it back outside. Keener has it on the left side, looking for something to do. Back it over to Dunham. Dunham at the top now, working against Andre Grant. Left side to Jacob Mayer. Mayer pulls it out and looks the situation over. Cumberledge is on him. He picks up his dribble, gets it over now to Isaac Lowe. Lowe dribbles around Zykeus Dobbs, loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Grafton ball, last touch by Dobbs. 4:11 to play, first half, 24-12. The Polar Bears lead over Grafton. Bearcats set to inbound it under their own basket. Inbounds all the way out to Jacob Mayer, and Mayer brings it back up court, crosses over midcourt line, working against Andre Grant. Left side to Keener, and there's a foul away from the ball. A foul on Andre Grant, and that is his second. That is team foul number 5, and that will put Jacob Mayer to the line to shoot 2. Mayer is 3 for 3. He is now 4 for 4. Grant comes out of the game. Barker in for the Polar Bears. 4:02 to play, 24-13, 24-14. As Jacob Mayer hits another free throw, and it's 24-14. Quickly into the front court, Zykeus Dobbs all the way to the bucket, up and in, and he is fouled. Zykeus Dobbs took it straight to the hole, gets his 7th point of the night, and the Polar Bears lead 26-14. Foul is on Dunham. That is his second. Team foul number 2, and Zykeus will be at the line for 1, and it is good. Zykeus Dobbs, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, and 8 points. And the Polar Bears lead 27-14, 3:48 to play on a turning clock, first half. Jacob Mayer brings it over the front court, working against Barker. Working to his left now. Working now against Cumberledge. Gets around Cumberledge, goes to the hole. It's blocked by Barker. Barker pulls it down out of the sky. It's taken up front by Zykeus, puts it up and in. Dobbs all the way to the hole. 10th point for Dobbs, 29-14 in favor of the Polar Bears with 3:22 to play. Turning it up a bit notch here. Here comes Jacob Mayer into the front court. Picks up his dribble inside and good to number 11. That is Mason Dunham. That is his first bucket of the night. 2 points for him, and it's 29-16 with 3:06 to play. Quickly on the other end, and we have a foul on Keener. That is his first. Caden Keener picks up his first for Grafton, and that is only 3 fouls, so the Polar Bears inbounded. Lob inside for Dobbs, out of bounds, knocked out by Isaac Lowe. Polar Bears will inbound it under their own bucket. Set to inbound it will be Barker. Nobody wanted to go, but they did finally. Zykeus, lob inside, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound by the Bearcats, and here comes Jacob Mayer into the front court. 29-16 your score. Bounce pass inside to Lowe. Lowe, left side over to Keener. Keener picks it up, working to his right side now, hands it over to Jacob Mayer. Mayer dribbles it back outside, started in, comes back outside, working against Christopher Wilson. Mayer dribbling to his left, now back to his right, gets it over to Keener. Keener takes his place on the right side, dribbles around Barker, into the lane, puts it up and in. Keener gets his first bucket of the night. 2 points for Keener, 29-18. Quickly into the front court. Zykeus Dobbs tries to go up, has it knocked out of his hands, taken down by the Polar Bears. It is Claybrook with it. Left side over to Christopher Wilson. Wilson back outside to Barker. Barker over to Zykeus Dobbs, and he pulls it back outside. Gets it over to Claybrook. Claybrook drives into the lane, puts it up. A running jumper by Claybrook, and it is good. 8 points for Darrell Claybrook, and it's 31-18. 3-point shot by Lowe, no good. Here come the Polar Bears again. 3-on-2. Barker has it on the left side to Zykeus. Zykeus in the middle, up and in, and he is fouled. Zykeus Dobbs gets the bucket. The foul is on number 10. That'll be Lowe, Isaac Lowe. That is his second. Team foul number 4. Zykeus will be at the line for 1. He is 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight and 3 for 3. 11 points for Zykeus here in the second quarter. 13 on the game, 34-18. Grafton trails the Polar Bears with 1:42 to play, and they have the ball. Keener with it on the right side. Back outside now to Cook. Cook working against Claybrook. Drives, puts it up and in. Jumper, nice jumper by Cody Cook. His first bucket of the game, and it's 34-20. Quickly on the other end of the court, it is Zacchaeus for three. No good. Pulled down by Grafton. And here come the Bearcats. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Quickly inside, up, and no, missed it. And it's tapped around and controlled by Barker, and Christopher Wilson comes out of there, gets it to Zacchaeus. Easy 2-on-1, and Grafton missed it. Here comes Zacchaeus into the front court, puts it up and in, but no, they call a foul before he went up and in. Basket is waved off. The foul is on America. That is his second. Team foul number 5, and that will put Zacchaeus to the line. He's got 11 points. Zacchaeus puts the first one up and in. Second one by Zacchaeus is no good. He finally misses one. Polar Bears lead 35-20, 55 seconds to play in the first half. Jacob Mayer trapped at midcourt, steps back over the line, but no, they call a foul. They called a foul on Darrell Claybrook. That is his second. Team foul number 6, and it will put Jacob Mayer to the free throw line, whereas he's a perfect 5 for 5 tonight. First one is up by Mayer, and it is good. Perfect 6 for 6 for Mayer. 14 points for Mayer. And the Polar Bears lead 35-21 with 51 seconds to go. Mayer's second one is good. And it is 35-22 with 50 seconds to play. Polar Bears bring it into the front court. 13-point lead with 45 seconds. They pull it back outside. Looks like they'll probably go for one here. Down to 40 seconds. Right side to Barker. In the corner, no. A three-pointer is good. Three-pointer is good by Trey Cumberledge. He's got 5, and the Polar Bears lead 38-22 with 30 seconds to play. Jacob Mayer brings it into the front court for Grafton, being guarded by Barker. 22 seconds to play. Mayer still working. Over to the right side to Keener. Keener working against Wilson. Back outside now to America. America back to Jacob Mayer on the top of the key. 9 seconds to play. Mayer drives to the bucket. Misses it. Taken down by Christopher Wilson. 4 seconds to play. Zacchaeus with 3. Puts it up from midcourt, and he is fouled. Zacchaeus is fouled with 0.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Or the first half, rather, and it is 38-22, and Zacchaeus will go to the line. Zacchaeus Dobbs will be shooting 3. .5 seconds to play. Zacchaeus to get 3 shots as he fired that up from midcourt and was fouled. The first one is good, 39-22. Second one by Zacchaeus is up and in, 40-22. 16 points for Zacchaeus and make it 17. 41-22, and the heave at halftime, or at half court, is no good. And there's the end of the first half. Your score after 1 half of play: the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior 41, the Grafton Bearcats 22. We'll be back with more from the Fairmont Fieldhouse on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty? Yes! Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in North Central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Yep. Dave Stingo filling in for Jeff Carpenter tonight, and it is halftime here at the Fairmont Fieldhouse with the Polar Bears holding on to a 41-22 lead. And we had a lot of good action in the first half. Went back and forth in the first quarter. The Polar Bears led 17-7 at the end of one. In the first half, or rather the first quarter, Darrell Claybrook had 4 points. He was the leader in the first half. We had 2 3-pointers in the first half, one by Kalen Barker and one by Jules Butler. Zykeus Dobbs only had 2 points in that first quarter. However, in the second quarter, 15 for Zykeus, so he's got 17 so far on the night, and it is 41-22. If you look over at Grafton, their big gun is Jacob Mayer, and so far they've got a total of 22 points, and he has 15 of them. So 15 points for Jacob Mayer as opposed to the 22 that they have. So I think they're a little bit top-heavy, as both David Retton and I discussed in the first half. But at this point, the Polar Bears lead it 41-22. And I know that David Retton saw some good things. He saw some bad things in that first half. And you know Dave, he's going to get things straightened out here in the second half. But your score at halftime is 41-22 in favor of the Polar Bears over the Grafton Bearcats. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes from the Fairmont Fieldhouse on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Yep. Nope, no Jeff Carpenter tonight. Dave Stingo filling in, and the Polar Bears lead it 41-22 here as they come back out of the locker room and start to warm up for the second half. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. For the Polar Bears, they were led in scoring by Zacchaeus Dobbs. Who else? 5 two-point field goals, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, and 17 points. Next in line was Darrell Claybrook. Claybrook has 4 field goals for 8. Andre Grant has 1 field goal, 1 for 2 from the line, and 3 points. Kalen Barker has a 3-pointer for 3. Trey Cumberledge has 1 3-pointer and 1 2-pointer for 5. And Jules Butler has a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer for 5. Totals for the Polar Bears, they have 41 points with Zacchaeus Dobbs leading the way with 17. For Grafton, Jacob Mayer is the man. 4 field goals, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, and 14 points. Caden Keener has a field goal for 2. Isaac Lowe has a field goal for 2. Mason Dunham has a field goal for 2. And Cody Cook has a field goal for 2. 14 of the 22 points scored by Jacob Mayer. He is their leading scorer, and that should be expected. He is a great player and a pretty good shot at that. So he leads them with 14 points. The Polar Bears lead it 41-22 here at the Fairmont Fieldhouse. Anybody in foul trouble? Well, we have 3 players for the Polar Bears with 2 each. Darrell Claybrook with 2, Andre Grant with 2, and Jules Butler with 2. Christopher Wilson has 4. For Grafton, Isaac Lowe has 2, Mason Dunham has 2, Dylan America has 1, and Cody Cook with 3, and Jacob Mayer with 1. So Polar Bears have 3 guys with 2 fouls, Claybrook, Grant, and Butler. For Grafton, Cook with 3, and Lowe and Dunham with 2 each. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with the second half, just about ready to start here on 93.1 WFGM.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
No Jeff Carpenter tonight. Dave Stingo filling in for Jeff as we prepare to start the second half. The Polar Bears lead at 41-22. The possession arrow belongs to Grafton, and we have a slight problem with the something at the scorer's table. They've got it straightened out, and Grafton will take over to start the second half, moving left to right, dressed in black uniforms. Polar Bears moving right to left in their white. Grafton with it, Jacob Mayer moving to his left, working against Claybrook. Hands it over to Keener in the corner. Keener being guarded closely by Jules. Loses the ball, but tracks it down at midcourt. Jules putting on the pressure. Left side. Inside now, and we have a foul away from the ball on the inside, and that is on Trey Cumberledge. That is his first. Team foul number 1 in the third quarter here on the Polar Bears. Grafton retains it with 7:38 to play. Set to inbound it. It comes all the way out to Keener. Keener almost stolen away by Butler. Keener drives in, lob inside, put up and in by, can't make out the number. Before they come back the other side, Cumberland, or Andre Grant rather, with the bucket, and that is good. And then on the other side, Lowe, Dunham gets that bucket. Dunham got the first bucket, rather. And Lowe gets the second one. And the free throw is good. And the Polar Bears lead it 43-27 with 7:14 to play. Fairmont Senior controls it, moving right to left. Zykeus Dobbs down inside, back outside now to Andre Grant. Grant knocks over a player, but no foul called. The shot is put up, no good. Grant recovers it, puts it back up and in. Andre Grant, 4 points here in the second half, and the Polar Bears lead 45-27 with 6:51 to play. Grafton controls it, bring it over to the front court. It's Jacob Mayer. Mayer working against Andre Grant. Right corner now. Drive to the bucket, no good. That was Dunham with the missed shot, and here come the Polar Bears in the front court. The shot put up by Andre Grant. It was partially blocked, but there is a foul on Dunham. That is his third. So the third foul on Dunham, and Andre Grant will go to the line to shoot 2. He is 1 for 2 on the night tonight and 7 points. The first one is up and in. Andre Grant has all 5 Polar Bear points here in the second half, and it's 46-27. He will get another one. Barker in the game for the Polar Bears. He replaced Claybrook. Grant puts it up and in. He's got all 6 of the Polar Bear points here in the second half, and it's 47-27. Fairmont Senior leads with 6:26 to play. Here comes Dunham now over to Keener. Keener working up the front court, working in the right side, all the way cross-court pass to Jacob Mayer. Mayer drives to the bucket and loses it out of bounds, but off of Barker, so it will be retained by Grafton. 47-27 with 6:13 to play. On the court for the Polar Bears is Butler, Dobbs, Grant, Barker, and Cumberledge. Inbounds, comes all the way outside to number 5. That is Keener. Keener at the top of the key, tries to bounce pass in, out of bounds. They say it last touch Zykeus Dobbs, and it'll belong to Grafton. Inbounds, comes in the corner to number 10. That is Lowe. Lowe gets around his man. Ball goes out of bounds off of Trey Cumberledge, and again, it will go back to Grafton. Set to inbound it is Isaac Lowe under his own bucket for Grafton. 5:58 to play, 47-27 your score. Polar Bears by 20. Stolen away by Zykeus Dobbs. Here come the Polar Bears. Andre Grant up in front, and it's in. Andre Grant lays it up and in. He's got 8, all 8 here in the second half for the Polar Bears, and it's 49-27. 5:44 to play. Here comes Grafton. Keener with it over the front court. Working against Barker. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Put back up. No good. Taken down by Dobbs. Here come the Polar Bears with 5.5 to play in the third quarter. Dobbs into the front court. Being worked by Lowe. Outside. Ball goes out of bounds as Andre Grant turned and threw it to the official. Literally threw it to the official. Thought he was one of our players, but he wasn't. Second to inbounds it is Mason Dunham for Grafton. He gets it into Jacob Mayer. Mayer brings it into the front court. Andre Grant is smiling because he knew what he did. Here comes Lowe. Lowe with it on the top of the key. Back outside now to Keener. Keener working against Butler, left side to Jacob Mayer. Mayer fakes, drives right side, gets it over to Lowe. Lowe takes a step right side over to, they dribble into the corner, now back outside to Jacob Mayer. Mayer working against Andre Grant. Grant working against, over to, down inside, back outside now to number 11. That is Mason Dunham for 3. He's got 5 here in the third quarter, and it's 49-30 in favor of the Polar Bears. Andre Grant twisting, turning into the lane, puts it up, and it rolls off no good, but he is fouled. Foul is on number 11. That is Mason Dunham. That is his 4th. With 4:31 to play here in the third quarter, it's 49-30, and Mason Dunham picks up his 4th foul. Andre Grant to the line. Grant puts up the first one, and it is good. And again, he's got all the Polar Bear points here in the third quarter. 9 for Grant, 9 for the Polar Bears, 50-30. Fairmont Senior with the lead with 4.5 to play here in the third quarter. Grant set for the second one. It is up and good. He's got 10 here in the third quarter, 13 for the game, 51-30. Polar Bears lead with 4:25 to play. Jacob Mayer back over to Keener. Keener working over the timeline. Left side over to Mayer. Mayer holds high. Grant comes out to meet him. Mayer brings it to midcourt. Working in the center of court. Mayer throws it away to Zychaeus Dobbs, stolen away, and here comes Cumberledge. Slam dunk! Trey Cumberledge with the jam, and it is 53-30. Quickly on the other end, Cumberledge with the block. Put back up by Grafton, no good. They're fighting for it. Taken down by Lowe, now stolen away, put back up and in, this time by number 24, Cook. And it's 53-32, stolen away, put back up, no good by Grafton, taken down by Dobbs, and we have a foul with 3:38 to play. We can reset, 53-32. That foul is on number 5, Caden Keener. That is his second. Number 23, Dylan America into the game for Grafton. And here come the Polar Bears over the front line with 3.5 to play. Third quarter, 53-32 your score. Barker into the right corner to Andre Grant. Grant bounce pass out to Dobbs, 3, no good. Taken down there by Cook for Grafton. In the front court to Jacob Mayer. Mayer dribbling, working against Cumberledge, backs it back out now, tries to set things up. Cumberledge on him. Mayer drives into the lane, left side, puts up by Cook, no good. Taken down by Zychaeus Dobbs. Dobbs brings it up to the court quickly. 3-on-2. Dobbs just takes it himself for the bucket. That's his first bucket of the second half, and it's 55-32. That is 19 for Dobbs on the game. 55-32 your score. Here come the Bearcats now. That is Lowe. Lowe gets it outside to Mayer. Mayer fires a 3, and it hits it. Jacob Mayer with the 3, his first bucket of the second half. He's got 17, and we have a timeout. 55-35, your score. The Polar Bears lead with 2:40 to play in the third quarter. We'll be back with more on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We have that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99. Or perfectly golden, fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Nope, Dave Stingo here at courtside as the Polar Bears lead the Grafton Bearcats 55-35 with 2:38 to play in the third quarter. Zykeas brings it up over to Barker, left side to Jules Butler. Butler back out to Barker on the left wing. Right side to Jules Butler. Butler dribbles into the paint, puts it up, and no good. Tapped around, rebound by Cumberledge. Back outside to Barker. Barker almost travels, and he does. He tried to get the pass over to Zykeas at the same time that Keener jumped up, and he stopped it, pulled it back down, and it was a travel. So the Bearcats take over with 2:14 to play. Here comes Jacob Mayer over the timeline, working against Andre Grant. Mayer dribbles, picks up his dribble now, and we have a step. He stepped on the line. Jacob Mayer stepped on the line for the Bearcats. Here come the Polar Bears in the front court. It's Barker quickly to the hole, up and in. Kalen Barker with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 5, and the Polar Bears lead 57-35. Jacob Mayer dribbles down into the key, back outside now. Picks up his dribble, knocked out of his hands by Andre Grant. That just gives him the dribble back, and he knocks it out of bounds, and it'll belong to Grafton. 1:44 to play in the third quarter. 57-35 is your score. Grafton set to inbound. It comes outside to Merica. Merica working against Dobbs, gets it over to Jacob Mayer. Mayer dribbling against Andre Grant. Now gets it out to Lowe. Lowe standing there working against Barker. Now brings it into the top of the key over to Keener in the corner. Butler on him. Keener picks it up, moves to his right. Working against Butler, dribbling in the key inside. And we have a foul on the play on Jules Butler. That is number 3 on Jules. That's his third and team foul number 3 here in the third quarter on the Polar Bears. 1:20 to play. Grafton controls. Polar Bears lead by 22. Outside now. It comes inside rather to Lowe. He twists and turns, gets it outside to Keener. He fires the 3, no good. Picked up by Lowe. Back to the hole, and he is fouled by number 3, Kalen Barker. That is his first. Team foul number 4, but it'll send Lowe, Isaac Lowe, to the free throw line. He is 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight and 5 points. It is up and no good for Isaac Lowe. Into the game is Ron Cheney-Carter and Christopher Wilson replacing Barker and Jules Butler for the Polar Bears. 57-35. Lowe with the second one, and it is no good. Taken down by Andre Grant. Here come the Polar Bears in the front court. Shot is put up by Dobbs and hits it. He's got 4 here in the quarter. He's got 21 for the game, and it's 59-35, stolen back by Grant. Grant into the front court, and we have a foul. Oh, it's an offensive foul called on Andre Grant. That's his third. Team foul number 5 on the Polar Bears. So Grafton brings it up with 45 seconds to play. Jacob Mayer working against Andre Grant. Left side to Keener. Keener holds high. And we have a foul away from the play. Andre Grant picked up the foul. That is his 4th. So 4 fouls on Grant, 3 on Butler, 2 on Claybrook for the Polar Bears. Those are your big problem as far as free throws, or as far as fouls go. Jacob Mayer misses the free throw. That's his first miss of the night. Andre Grant comes out of the game. Barker into the game, 59-35, and Mayer missed them both. And the Polar Bears take over with 30 seconds to play. Dobbs in the front court to Cumberledge, and we have a foul on Isaac Lowe. That is his third. Team foul number 4, so the Polar Bears will inbound it with 27 seconds to play in the third quarter. Inbounds comes to Dobbs. Dobbs brings it out to midcourt and works against America. Between his legs, left side to Barker. Barker dribbling, now back to the top of the key, looking for where to go, gets it out to Dobbs. 15 seconds to play. The Polar Bears clear out and leave Dobbs against America, one-on-one. A lot of room for Zykeas, 8 seconds. Dobbs into the lane, puts it up, no good. Tapped, but we have a foul called. Foul is on Jacob Mayer. That is his second. Team foul number 5, and it'll send Zykeas to the free throw line for 2. Zykeas tonight, not bad. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. First one is up, 7 of 9. He missed it. I put the jinx on him. 4.9 seconds to play, 59-35. Zykeas for the second one is no good as well. Taken down by Grafton. Number 24, Cook, into the front court. Keener fires from half court, and it is no good. Your score at the end of 3, 59 for the Fairmont Senior, 35 for Grafton. We'll be back with more from the Fairmont Fieldhouse on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Tell her when she comes. Dave Stingo filling in for Jeff Carpenter. Your score after 3. Fairmont Senior leads 59-35 over the Grafton Bearcats. Fairmont Senior has the possession arrow to start the fourth quarter. Fairmont Senior holds on to it. Jules Butler, right side to Andre Grant. Grant passes to Zykeas, stolen away, and here come the Bearcats. That's stolen back, and then it goes out of bounds, and it'll be out to Fairmont Senior. Claybrook got in there, stole it, and Jacob Mayer knocked it out of his hands, out of bounds, and the Polar Bears take over. 59-35, your score, 7:40 to play here in the game. Polar Bears in the front court. Claybrook with it, working outside to Zykeas Dobbs. Dobbs right side to Grant, cross-court pass to Claybrook. Claybrook to Dobbs, top of the key, right side to Grant, in the corner to Jules. Jules back outside to Zykeas. Kias goes inside to Cumberledge, back to Kias. Kias drives into the lane, has it stolen away. Jacob Mayer with it, brings it into the front court. Working against Jules Butler, backs it back outside to Lowe. Lowe in the corner, brings it down. The shot is missed, but put back up and in by Cook. And it is 59-37, and Fairmont Senior has seen enough. 59-37, the Polar Bears, 7:04 to play. We'll be back on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Press break. Press break. Go through them.
59-37, the Polar Bears lead with 7 minutes to play. Quickly in the front court, Andre Grant, coast to coast, puts it up, missed. No good, taken down by the Polar Bears. Missed again by Cumberledge, and we have a foul on the rebound. The Polar Bears had 2 good shots there, missed them both, and Grafton takes advantage of it. The foul is on Cumberledge. That is his second. Team foul number 1 here in the fourth quarter on the Polar Bears. Fairmont Senior leads 59-37 with 6:54 to play in this one. 22-point lead. Jacob Mayer brings it up the court for Grafton. Cross midcourt, he got away with a dribble, with a travel. Left side to Keener. Keener working against Jules Butler. Dribbles down, now back outside. In the right corner, three-pointer put up, no good. Rebound put back up and no good by Cook, but he was fouled. The three-pointer was put up by Dunham. Cook got the rebound, put it back up and in. Trey Cumberledge picks up his third foul, and now we've got 4 on Grant, we've got 3 on Cumberledge, and 3 on Butler. First one is no good, but the second one was good by Cook. And that makes it 59-38. Ball went out of bounds, and the Polar Bears turn it over. 6:30 to play. Polar Bears getting a little sloppy here. Lead at 59-38, getting sloppy to start the fourth quarter. Grafton has it low, left side to Mayer. Mayer working against Andre Grant, top of the key. It is Dunham. Dunham dribbling down, puts it up, and it is blocked by Zacchaeus Dobbs out of bounds. Dunham got away with shuffling his feet a little bit there. Put it up, tried to put it up under Dobbs, and Dobbs rejected it. Grafton set to inbound it. It comes in all the way over to Cook. Cook dribbling down, picks up his dribble, gets it inside to Keener. Keener back outside, three-point shot put up. No good. But we have a foul on Cook. That is his fourth for Grafton. And the Polar Bears will inbound. That's team foul number 1 on Grafton. Here comes Jules Butler. Grafton putting on a press, trying to get back into this game. Butler brings it into the front court, gets it over to Grant. Grant stumbles but gets back outside over to Jules Butler. Butler left side to Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus into the lane, puts it up, and he is fouled by number 10, Isaac Lowe. That is his fourth. A lot of fouls in this one. 5:48 to play. Dobbs will go to the free throw line. He missed his last 2. Uncharacteristically. First one is no good as well. He's missed 3 in a row now. That will make him angry. 59-38. The Polar Bears have not scored here in the fourth quarter. The second one is good. (60-38), 5:40 to play. Grafton brings it up. Jacob Mayer, top of the key, right side. Inside now, shot put up, no good. Rebound by number 1, Darrell Claybrook. Up and in is Jules Dobbs, gets the bucket on the other end. That's his first of the fourth quarter. He's got 3 in the fourth, and the Polar Bears lead 62-38 with 5:12 to play. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be retained by Grafton. Number 23 into the game for the Bearcats. That is Dylan America. Set to inbound it. Keener has it for Grafton, being guarded closely by Andre Grant in the backcourt. Working on the 10 seconds, gets it up to Jacob Mayer. Mayer crosses over the timeline, but not quickly enough. turnover on Jacob Mayer. Keener took a little bit too much time to get it over to Mayer. Mayer finally got it up, but it was just in time. And it's Polar Bear ball, 62-38 with 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Zacchaeus brings it up over the midcourt line. Working, gets it to his right, to Claybrook. Claybrook down to Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus twisting, turning, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound back up and in. Zacchaeus Dobbs gets the bucket, stolen away. Jules Butler back up and in. Butler gets the bucket. And it's 66-38 in favor of the Polar Bears. 4:27 to play. Jacob Mayer drives it all the way down, puts it up and in. 66-40. Quickly on the other end, Cumberledge puts it up and in. Back and forth we go, and the Polar Bears lead at 68-40. Mayer into the front court, 68-40, 4:10 to play. Mayer into the lane, twisting, turning, working against Butler. Up and in for number 11. That is Mason Dunham. Timeout, Grafton. It's a 30-second timeout. We will take 30 seconds on Fun 93.1 WFGM.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Dave Stingo filling in for Jeff Carpenter. 68-42 your score with 4 minutes to play here in the game as the Polar Bears bring it into the front court. Claybrook has it. Top of the key now, over to Butler. Butler dribbles it down, gets it over to Grant. Grant dribbles it in, over to Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus dribbles in, right corner to Jules. Jules gets around his man, back outside to Cumberledge. Cumberledge fires a three, no good. Tapped up and controlled by the Bearcats. Here comes Jacob Mayer, working up the court. 68-42 your score, 3.5 to play. Mayer twisting, turning, puts it up, no good. It was blocked, but it was a foul on number 1. That'll be Darrell Claybrook. That is his third. Jacob Mayer will go to the line, and he was doing well for a while. He was 6 for 6 and then missed his last 2, but he makes that one. And Grafton creeps within 68-43 with 3:25 to play. Mayer will get a second. It is up and good. 4 points for Mayer here in the fourth quarter. 21 on the game, 68-44. Great pass inside by Andre Grant to Jules Butler. Butler lays it up off the glass for 2, and it's 70-44. Quickly in the front court. Here comes Grafton as the Polar Bears will have wholesale changes coming into the game. Damani Johnson into the game. Christopher Wilson into the game. Ron Chaney Carter into the game. Kalen Barker into the game. And number 20, Hudson Brand in the game for the Polar Bears. 2:55 to play, 70-44 your score. Brand with it. Out to Barker. Barker working to his right side. Gets it over to Damani Johnson. Johnson left side to Brand, has it stolen away by America. Now it's tapped away, going out of bounds, and saved by America. Quick put up, shot put up and in by number 11, Dunham. 70-46 with 2.5 to play, and there's a whistle. Fouls on number 11, Mason Dunham. That is his 5th. And that will be all for Dunham, and we have wholesale changes for Grafton as well. In for Grafton is number 21, Ethan Dodson. Number 12, Nestor. Number 4, Grayson Ramazan. And the Polar Bears control. Barker in the lane, has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, and it'll be controlled by Grafton. 2:20 to play, 70-46. Bringing up the ball is MJ Niggemeyer. Niggemeyer into the front court, working against Barker. 70-46 with 2:12 to play. In the right corner, that's Grayson Ramazan. Ramazan gets it inside, and a foul on Damani Johnson. That'll be his first. It's not a shooting foul, as that is only team foul number 4 here in the quarter. And Grafton will inbound the ball. Set to inbound it is Ramazan. Three-pointer put up, no good. Controlled by the Bearcats. Number 15, that is Nestor. Nestor back outside to Keener. Left side, driving into the lane, into the corner. Shot put up, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll be Grafton ball with 1:40 to play. All new players out there on the court for both Fairmont Senior and Grafton. Bearcats inbound it under their own bucket. Inbounds comes to number 2, that is Niggemeyer. Niggemeyer inside, twisting, turning, shot put up, no good by Ramazan, and the rebound belongs to the Polar Bears, and there is a whistle. The foul is on number 4, Grayson Ramazan. That is his first. And the Polar Bears take over with 1:32 to play, 70-46. Your score. Barker into the front court. Working it around. Trying to decide what to do. Travels down into the corner. Gets it over to Wilson. Back to Barker. Barker over to Brand. Inside to Damani Johnson. And we have a foul on number 2. That is MJ Niggemeyer. That is his first. And Damani Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. As that is team foul number 5 on the Bearcats. 1:11 to play, 70-46 your score. Damani puts it up and in. Damani's got a point here. Damani's got a second one is no good. Here come the Bearcats. Fires up a 3, no good. Rebound by Carter. Carter for the Polar Bears gets it over to Brand. Brand to Barker, 57 seconds. Barker brings it into the front court. Damani Johnson back to Brand. Brand drives into the lane and has it stolen away by number 15 for the Bearcats. That is Nestor. Nestor brings it into the front court. Left side. Fakes a 3, gets it outside to Niggemeyer. Niggemeyer working against Barker, into the lane, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound by Carter. Outside to Brand. Brand all alone with 30 seconds, lays it up and in. Hudson Brand gets a bucket. His first of the game, 73-46, 23 seconds to play. Into the front court is Ramazan. Ramazan has it stolen away by Barker. Barker with 15 seconds into the front court, lays it up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Christopher Wilson, and it'll belong to Grafton with 11 seconds to play. 73-46, the Polar Bears are going to go to 6-0 on the season. Niggemeyer into the front court, working against Barker, brings it down, knocks it, lays it off, and the bucket is good. Dotson with the bucket, and that is your final score, 73-48. The Polar Bears defeat the Grafton Bearcats here at the Fairmont Fieldhouse to go to 6-0 on the season. Grafton falls to 3-4. We'll be back to wrap things up with some statistics, and don't forget the Elevate Physical Therapy Player of the Game, all coming up in just a few minutes on Fun 93.1 WFGM.